does not glow. Instead, it's black. It's tar-like. It's sickening. It's the phlegm of the soul, so to speak. But I like to think of it as ectoplasmic energy is kind of a purple, white, or even a clear, almost a viscous fluid of a body. But it's all seen in different ways. I imagine there could be different variations of ectoplasm, such as extremely evil creatures can leap black, or perhaps good spirits that are lost and saddened. They're still good, so their energy is still somewhat good. Alright, so let's see here. Lucian says about the shadow plane and the cooler magics and such like that, like fire and things, are affected by the shadow plane. Dark mirages, dark mirror, or mirage, magic mirror on the shadow plane of features. Um, okay, okay. Begins at a well-known location. Okay, I believe what he's talking about, and I'm not sure. Sometimes magic in some of these realms don't work the way they should. What I believe he's speaking about, and don't quote me on this, but magic mirror and mirror image and things like that, what it does is makes an illusionary copy of you and places them nearby that are like, well, they're there to get hit or missed because they're not real. Then they blip out of existence. In some of the planes, the magic is so strange that when you do illusionary magic like that, it becomes substantial. And then spirits can hijack those bodies and become new, well, maybe not new things, but they learn to manipulate them. And if you don't be very careful on the way that you ward your magic or even cast it, things can follow you back. Your own shadow can become captured by the power of an entity, like a shadow entity or even a shadow demon. Now, mind you, these are all options. They're not always what's going to happen. It depends on your RP. Um, Anyways, we'll leave it at that. The Darklands. The Darklands are areas in the Shadow Plains that are extremely dark and bleak, filled with negative energy. Living creatures entering these areas of the Dark Land have their energy sucked from them until they turn into ash and crumble. Because magic works almost normally in the plane of shadow, it is possible to shield against these effects with magical items or spells. The location of the Darklands is often corresponds with graveyards, sites of battles, or potential necromantic energy. Okay, what he's talking about is it's sort of like the ethereal plane. In the shadow planes, according to this major city, in the shadow planes there'll be a major city exactly in the same spot that is connected a mirror through both places. That would mean the bleeding effect. What I'm thinking about he's talking about is in the material world. While you're in the shadow world, you may see ghost images and things like that, which would be possible. I don't see why not. I mean, it would all depend on the RP. It's freaking amazing, really. You can do this in any direction you want. You know, if you're a powerful enough caster and stuff, of course, your little minor caster ain't gonna pop out and go, suddenly they're so powerful that they can just like create dragons out of shadow and blah, you know, just attack a freaking city out of nowhere. That's just not gonna happen. It's not. Well, we're talking role play, but realistic, I guess. It's not plausible. It's just beyond the bounds of possibility. Let's talk about travel now. Because it's a normal world, flick your bick. Because it's a normal place, travel's going to travel normally and work normally. Imminent spells and things like that are going to do different effects. What I remember doing at one point, it was when I was in the plane of shadow, I summoned a phantom steed, and there it's a phantom steed in all effects, but yet you're really summoning a ghost of a steed, and that's a lot different than the phantom steed in the prime material plane. You might be summoning one from the shadow plane, but it's not like it is there. You might summon it and the effects of the spell may last 50 times longer, or for as long as you might need until you send it away. But on the flip side to that, what if they're a ghost type phantom steed that requires payment, such as life force for riding it? If you're not an undead, you're going to have have a freaking pretty sore bum in the morning because you've just been sucked dry by this creature that you just summoned to carry you. Again, there'd be magical items and things like that would be able to stop you. But the most effective thing you can do as a mage is always remember to protect yourself. Wards, circles of power, circles of protection. Word your magic right. In roleplay, it's all about words. You know, we look cool because we make ourselves look cool, but there are ways to stop certain things from happening. All right, let's see here. What else does he say? Inhabitants of the plane of shadows. And they're such as shadow creatures. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The umbral. What he's talking about. I love that laugh. We're all going to get into a little laugh fest here for a second. If I can mention about the shadow plane creatures, there are lots of different kinds. Umbral creatures is the one that's popping in my mind. Any normal creature that brought into the shadow. Spica. That was funny. What I'm talking about is like, for example, if a gargoyle is born there and left there, they're going to eventually absorb enough of the shadow to become what's called an umbral gargoyle. They are extremely powerful. They're damn near invisible in the shadows, and there they are this haunting horror. They'll rip your ass to shreds. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Now, on another turn is there are people that go there sometimes and take up residence. These people are called shadow kin. They are a race of human being who have adapted and lived there for, you know, hundreds of years and became something great, so to speak. Great. They're usually darker skinned or shadowy skinned with wider eyes, a long or drawn out face. Their body is affected by shadow. Some even become almost undead. They're not. You could say that they're affected by it. They look gaunt. You're gonna have to give me a minute, guys. Excuse me, I'll be back in a minute. Now, back to our regularly scheduled destructive nature. Alright, so what he was getting into was shadow casters and shadow dancers and such like that, and the study of shadow magic. Let's see here. He's talking about bloodlines and bodies and those people who jump into the other realms and suck up the power into themselves, essentially. There are different kind of classes. There's something that you should discuss with your game master or with your whoever runs the place that you're at. They're all very good classes. Shadow dancers can jump through. They can jump through shadows. Shadow casters can learn to do shadow teleport. Like boom, you're in a shadow. You jump in your own shadow or a shadow of a tree, and then suddenly you appear at somebody's feet and come right out of the ground. Let's see here. Shadows, bitch, demons. Okay, sounds very fun, right? Meow, etc. Cosmetology, the Great Wheel, the Abyss, and all this. Okay. 60s infinite layers. Sorry if I sound like I'm just jumping around, but it just kind of cracks me up, some of this stuff. I want to cover the good things, all the stuff that I can. The stuff that interests me the most. Well, being I'm the one who's talking about this stuff right here, I'm going to do that because I want to. Yeah, no, I'm an ass. After the shadow plague, Asmodeus consumed the essence of the swallowing of the... Okay, this is all future stuff. This hasn't happened yet, but basically it's just the spell plague. Whatever. No healer, specimens, bummer. Oh well. Great. He's talking history. If this is in high definition, you should be able to read it. If not, you can ask us for the card for it. That's not a big deal. I don't mind doing that at all. Personally, I like the negative energy plane, but since this, obviously, they're going to join the two realms together between the shadow and the negative, which is fine. They work hand in hand, and all the undead and all that kind of crap. What I do... Flick your bick. What I do in my role play is I reach into the shadow, and that's where I pull my spirits. But when I'm charging my energies, I reach into the negative energy plane. The negative energy plane is just pure energy plane. I don't know if we'll get into that or not tonight, but that's where all my power comes from. I'm connected. My character, being a lich, is connected to it at all times. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this spell. Me makes a grand display of letting the spirits go. Turn that off. Put this back on. And powers aura. There we go. Valendar reaches into the negative energy plane and lets it flow over him into his aura. I'm basically letting myself become charged up. Lighting Shadow, Lucian says, I hope it's okay if I gave Cedric the claws of the rift back. Little behind the scene there, little behind the scenes stuff's there. That's okay. Shut the Script Academy off. Shut off my Goblin King's Midnight Mania, and Lucian's Find. And what do we got here? Hovering above the water, Fausty. Okay, she's doing some role playing stuff. And he's starting to cover the different realms and stuff. The ash plane, the airplane, the water plane, all the other ones like that. They're pretty cool, but you know, they're not really a subject I really care too much about. As far as the Lich goes in roleplay, I can talk about them till I'm blue in the face, but you know, I like to talk about myself. I know I'm an ass. Anyways, I'm gonna check Skype really quick and see what we got on here. TMKC, probably in Guild Wars. Oh, no problem. I don't know really who these people are, but that's okay. Let's see here. What else we got? We got Jonathan Wakil. Can you handle voice, you think? In here? Or in SL? Yes. I'm gonna let Lucian join me now, and we'll come up with some more stuff. He's going all over the different stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and accept this. I assume that you guys are gonna be able to hear this. I don't know if you will or not. Lucian, is that you, my friend?
This is Lucian. How you doing?
Good, good. Okay, I've got Lucian with me. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. That's okay if you can. If not, then I guess we'll just make some funny noises and I'll be talking to myself. So, right now he's covering, it looks like, different climates in the universe. What is this here? This is different...
Material layers.
Different layers. Okay, these are all the different layers to the planes and the weave. Yes, the planes. The Great Wheel and the cosmology, chaotic evil souls, and directly into the abyss becomes the mains. Lowest form of subdemons. Okay, basically you're talking about the pits and stuff there. You know what's amazing about the pits is the fact that, you know, these... Now, are these demons? You're talking about demons right here, right? Demons. Yeah, that's the abyss. What they do is, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of talking over you, Lucian. I apologize. I'm just
That's
trying
okay.
to,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to make sure my commentary is very connected to what we're talking about at the time.
You're fine.
The demons, what they do is most demons will, especially when they're young, they eat and they eat and they eat and they get bigger and they get bigger and they get bigger and they become stronger and stronger and stronger until some other demon comes along and either kills them or they kill them, or however it is. It's all about dog eat dog until they get strong enough to become something that is a manifest of a certain kind of demon. You got to look at them as almost like a bacteria or an amoeba who just constantly chews and eats and eats. But now what I'm talking about here is that's the lowest layer of the abyss. That's the place where these things go, and how they are formed are not always by like demon breeding. It's not like that at all. In fact, these are sometimes wicked souls who are dumped down into it, or a spark of essence from the universe that are just dropped into this place, or perhaps a demon may have found it and said, "Oh, I'll just chuck it down in the pits. It's no good for me," you know. Um, yeah, it's just that's where they all come from, and I see sometimes in my mind, in my RP, I see demons sometimes harvesting a soul and leaving a little tiny bit left because they cherish it or they love it or they want it, or they might harbor it as like a treasure. And then if they get killed, some other idiot might go, "Oh, hell, look at this demon soul," or whatever kind of soul, and they just toss it into the pit because they don't care what it is. They don't give a damn. Just let some other little demon eat it. So how you doing, man? You cool?
Doing great.
Isn't
Doing
this
great.
Go ahead.
Great refresher because it's been a long time since I've had this class.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm liking going over this again, and now we have a permanent record of it. Is what's great about that. Uh,
That's fantastic.
yes, exactly. So that way, anybody, and we can still cover this kind of stuff. But I've been talking with like different business management people and stuff who do like
Right.
voice calls, and they do meetings and things like that. And then this guy I was talking to was like, if you do a meeting, you don't want to summon a bunch of people together for no reason. You've got to have something to talk about. And what I'm saying is you don't want to call a meeting just because it's what you have to do. You want to do it because you have a passion for something. You want to be able to
Absolutely.
you want to be animated, is what my point is. You want people to be interested and love what you're talking about and show that kind of love. And that is something that you know sometimes classes can get monotonous, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I won't. I can't. I can't let that happen any longer. I'm not just going to do it and let it be. I'm not going to do it and let it be. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, no, I understand exactly. And one of the things that I was thinking about recently, you're probably going to get another call here in a second from somebody else in class. Catherine may be chiming in here in just a second.
I did.
Uh,
I'll add her to the call here. Let's see if we can. Go ahead.
One of the things that I want to try to do is after we get through some of the basics, which we're kind of doing now to give the new people what they need to know, is I'm thinking about we're going to open this up to more of a discussion group and sit down and get everybody else's views and thoughts and whatnot. Like you said, to liven it up a little bit. I think we might get a better response out of it.
That's what I'm hoping. I want to try and set it up to where we can actually have a voice call, like Q&A with the Goblin King, or Q&A for Magic class, or Toru Mage Guild's Q&A session, or something like that, and record it and let people say what they want, and ask their questions that they want to know about, and how it affects roleplay, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, I agree with you. And we can either do it like you were doing now in Skype, or if you want to, we can also do it. We can do the Taru Mage group, guild group.
Oh yeah, we can do it straight
You can
through
do an IM right
SL.
through them. Yep.
I didn't think about that. My problem with SL is I'm having a lot of relay issues with my firewall. So Skype is a little bit more stable. It's a damn resource hog, though. I'll tell you that. Let's see here. What do we got? Cedric asked something. Negative energy plane was not connected to the blah 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 blah. Additionally, yeah, I like how they after Mysterio was killed, how that one forced the shadow plane and the negative energy plane together. That's actually a good part of the story. I don't know how relevant that is to our world, though. Do you know?
No, I sure don't. That was one of the questions I was going to either ask you or Ego. Some of this stuff, I know that it's in some of the literature that is part of our background, but not everybody's read all of the same books. So a lot of this we're having to teach people as they're coming along,
This is
which I have no
Forgotten
problem
Realms.
doing. I love doing that,
Yeah.
but the questions, when they ask questions, my God, it opens up a whole new realm of stuff I can look up and research, and I love that even more.
Exactly. And this is all Forgotten Realms stuff, so there's a lot of people who have absorbed this knowledge and know the stories and love it, you know.
Right, and there's
Yeah.
just as many that are coming in wanting to learn it, and thankfully I had you and Eco to teach me, or I'd have gotten lost.
Right. And you've got your hands full with everything else too, which is you know, this yeah. I don't want to give it away, especially on
Yeah,
here.
no problem at all. He did ask a good question. Where does the Neither come into play?
The ether or the neither?
Neither.
The neither is like there's the ether, which is the ethereal plane, which is like
Hmm.
the ghost realm that's connected. It's the glue that keeps all the realms together, but yet separate. It's the veil. Okay, the neither is a cross between the abyssal plane and the shadow plane and the give me a second, and the abyssal plane. What it is, it's a conjoining area. It's a what do you call it? It's a void rift of itself, and within that tiny spot is this essence energy that creates the neither plane. You have to look at the neither as neither hot nor cold, not black, not white, not light, not dark, neither anything, not love, not hate, not anything. The neither is an absence. It's the absence of something. It's a hell. It's a place that is rocky and disgusting, and loathing creatures go there to die. Well, they don't die, but they go there to suffer. It's a place of horrid nature. So there you go. That's pretty much that. That's what I know about the neither. Now, if you're talking about the Minecraft neither, it's a it's a lava filled place full of rock and sand that makes you slow.
Very cool.
Yeah, I know. And there's big old gas there, which are big ghosts that spit fireballs at you, and pigmen zombies. Yahoo!
See if that helps any.
There we go. Yeah, suffering anti-life. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. It's all good, man. You know what I hate the most is when I'm sitting there typing something I can't think a damn word to say. I'm like, here is the Goblin King doing. That's all I can come up with to talk about when I'm typing. I'm like blah 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 blah.
Classes ahead of time. I've taken several people's notes before and
Turn them into your own.
rewritten them and turn them
Yeah,
into my own.
yeah.
This is one of those subjects that I was so rusty on that I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Right,
Eco gave me permission to use his class, and I just went with it because it's just
right.
so much better.
It is. His class on the plains is great, and he's out right now. We love you, Echo, and we hope everything goes good with you and your man. We hope that things go. You know, I pray for your buddy every day, and we love you. We're there to support you, and just know that. So there's my love given to Echo. Anyways,
He's a good guy.
he
He
is.
really is. He's
He
one
really
of a
is.
kind.
Yep. I mean, man, he.
And I'll tell you what, when I first came into SL and I joined Silvara and then later joined Rue as Legion or
Mhm.
as Lucian, Eco scared the crap out of me.
Isn't he wonderfully awesome? Isn't
He
he
is.
awful?
He's so perfect.
Yes, he's got a dark soul, but yet it's so beautiful. Well, remember that you know where he got his roots, don't you? He got his roots being the Fey master in the old realm we used to play, him and I, back with Malice and everybody. I'm trying to think of Azora. I think it was the name Azura. It was the realm of Azura. It was awesome, dude. It was really awesome.
Why do I know that name?
Well, there's Aaron for what is it called? The new I don't know. He created Aaron, the guy that created Spellfire. He made another meter called Azura. That might be where you're getting it from, but I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
it might be. It might be.
Another curious and deadly property of the silent death traps and void stones is a certain size, too small and too large, and attracted to life and will move towards the nearest living thing. Oh yeah, the void stones. My God, yes. That's like if you enter the fabric between the weave and the prime material plane and you manage to slip in between the cracks between the ether, you will you'll find these places where there's these huge mana stones that are floating around like these void stones are. Instead, they're pure magic. They're crystallized magic. And if a magic user was ever to find one of those, that's why every once in a while I show you these magic stones that I toss on the ground. That's what I'm talking about. They're mana stones. They're pure energy trapped inside of crystallized form. I love that shit, dude. I love it.
Almost sounds like the crystal trap that I used the other day on Win.
Right. You actually got Win?
My Winder, the Panther I came in with. She's oh yeah, I've got to catch you up on that, don't I?
Yeah, I thought that was another person.
Well, she is, and she's going to become an opposite of a werecat. Normal form is a cat, but through me screwing with the bloods of some lichens and adding this, that, and the other thing, and
you're gonna lycanthrope her ass and turn her into a panther weir?
Yeah,
that's what they're
I
called.
Already did. The experiment went completely wrong. It exploded. Glass went everywhere. Well, actually, I threw the glass and it went everywhere. Pierced her hide. She got infected with the lichen stuff. So she's not only just a normal panther as she was when she came in, but now she can go into full human mode. And right now she's going through the whole discovery phase, and it's confusing the hell out of her.
Panther weir. I love it. I love it. Yeah, man. We're back in first edition D&D. Gary Garax introduced the jackalware and the wolfware, and it was a completely different view on were creatures. Instead of being humans, they were animals that became human during like the full moon and shit. And oh god, I love that kind of stuff. What do we got here going on? The inhabitants, the negative energy. Yeah, negative energy plane is my favorite plane. You know that. You know that.
Oh yeah.
I was given some commentary about the anti-magic zones and how like liches and great and powerful undead could walk into anti-magic zones and still manage to live because they create a force. They put like a shield of energy around them, and it's centralized in their life essence, and it will slowly drain them to death, and they'll just fall to pieces. Like literally. Can you imagine a lich walking into an anti-magic zone for too long and then just falls to pieces on the ground, unable to reform? Their spirit trapped there. See, that's the worst fucking thing right there. When the spell plagues come, Vel, you guys are going to see Vel in a whole new light. I need to talk to Echo about when that's coming, because I need to know. I got to know when that crap is going to happen, because my storyline is going to change so drastically. Hey, Star, if you're listening to this, know that you and I are going to have some great fun during those times. Oh yes, you and my stupid soul. She still has it. She still wears it.
Oh God! I should have known there was a reason I had to get her at the dance the other day.
That soul in there is the last fragment of Vel's goodness. That soul, literally, and it affects her adversely. But because she is already chaotic and kind of neutral and good at the same time, she is feeding off it and becoming, well, at one point she became wilder and wilder, but I don't know how she's doing it with her RP now, but it definitely would affect her. I mean, that's Vel's good little goblin, man. He's a good little guy. He saved people's lives. He loved people. He screwed around with magic, blew himself up, all kinds of crap. Oh, well. Now that
Legion, or 1, 2, 3, Lucian's never been that way. He's always been in a search for power. He's about half mad right now because of the hilt that's inside of his staff.
Oh, nice. Nice. Hell yeah. What do we got here? Oh, that's the inhabitants. Any questions? Shakes his head. Looks before we close. Wanted to tell you about an idea the master and I were discussing. What do you think we should call that? Q&A with the guild or something like that? I mean,
Q&A with Velendar, I think would be perfect.
That would be awesome. Yeah, the Goblin King answers your questions, bitches.
There you go.
We'll call it the GK Q&A. There we go. That's a ring. That's a good ring to it. The GK Q&A. Everybody likes their damn abbreviations now. LOL. Lol. Let's see here. Your chance to come up with your ideas and have them heard. Yeah, God, I love, how much I love RP, man. You know that. And this is amazing to see all these people here like this. It makes me proud. Makes me proud.
I'm really hoping we get them all going. It's kind of gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, undead lichens, impossible. Impossible.
Yeah.
It can happen. It's just they get trapped in one form when they become undead.
Cedric had an idea.
Well, there are some people believe that lichens are automatically half undead already. That's some storylines that they are half undead. That's why they can change into their beast forms because they're connected to the negative energy when the full moon comes out. What did he have? What kind of an idea?
Hang on a second. I want to put this out so I can kind of tease it for him.
Okay.
Might have merit. Basically, what he wants to do is we have a tiefling, I think that's the way it's pronounced, who wants to become an undead. We're wanting to find out if that's a way he can do that so that Cedric, because he needs to do something, a live demonstration of raising an undead. He was thinking about doing something like a tiefling, something that would be somebody else hasn't done yet.
Uh-huh.
And we're trying to find out if that's something that can be done. I know very little about tieflings. I got to be dead honest about it.
Tieflings they're native outsiders. Their soul is bound with their body automatically, and the only way their soul can be released is through complete destruction of the body. So, if you raise an undead outsider, that outsider is going to still be the same creature that it was, and not some other spirit inhabiting that body. That's a danger, but it can be done. Hell yeah, man! Just fucking
Could he do it at his level? That's what we want to find out.
make a zombie. What level is he?
He's
full
gonna be
mage?
raising his first one. He'll
I
actually
don't
he's been in the guild just over 3 months.
I don't see why not. I don't see why
Cool.
not.
Cool. So we'll come up with some kind of a zombie he can raise. I'll just let you know about the tiefling and let you know that because it sounds like doing a tiefling might be a little above his level for right now, but it could be something he might want to work on later.
Yeah, well, we can if he presents it well enough to Echo, we can get that okayed. Um,
Okay, I'll let him know.
I'll talk to Echo too. We just gotta connect is the problem. That's where I'm having a problem. Like you and me this last week, man. I could not get on here. I wanted to multiple times, but it just never worked out, and I gotta be very careful about that. My time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Anyways,
understand.
without getting into that crap. So once, and if you just talk to Echo and you tell him that he's going to be coming to you and you're endorsing it, and Vel is endorsing it as long as it's scrutinized. I mean, it's got to be scrutinized. It can't be a freaking ghoul. There's no way.
Okay.
Ghouls are going to be, that thing would be too powerful for him to control, let alone that bastard's going to be freaking pissed off. I mean, tieflings, you know what I mean? They're already damn devil-like or demon-like. So yeah, I mean, whatever he does, it's gonna have to be. I wouldn't even mind playing that as an alt for him. You know what I mean? Like while he's being raised, unless he would want to do it himself. You know what I
Actually, I
mean?
think he's got somebody in mind that's been dying to
Great,
find some role play. But I tell
great,
you what, I bet the guy could use
great.
some
Uh oh, lost you.
definite coaching.
Oh, okay,
It's gonna be a tough play.
okay. Lost you there for a second. So that's cool. That's good then. Well, then keep me informed about that, and we'll make it great. We'll make it.
Okay.
We'll watch over
Yeah.
that and meet this
If you want to
guy.
help coach this other guy, that would be great. I mean, I know he can really use it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, any one of them who want to get on Facebook or anything and contact me that way. I keep an eye on Facebook at least 16 hours a day. I keep an eye on it. If I wake up or whatever, I'll respond. As long as I know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've got to tell me I'm after the Goblin King because I don't add people I don't know. That's
Yeah.
just my personal paranoia.
No, I don't think it's a bad one necessarily. I actually, when I first got into SL many years ago, I did
Isn't
was
it?
teach classes on that you had to be very careful.
Yeah.
Uh,
How many years ago did you get into this?
uh,
Are you
I
you and I
guess,
got in about the same time, 2006, right?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
after SL started, it wasn't long after.
I know, just a couple years after I got out of beta. Quit growling, you idiot. Stop it. Stupid dog's growling over there like an idiot. Here's somebody out back. Anyways, so yeah, what do we got? Where'd you get from information from D&D? Yeah, that's, well, Forgotten Realms specifically. We follow Forgotten Realms.
Forgotten Realms. We use.
I just put in, we follow a lot of FR stuff and storylines and guides. That's just what I put. You put whatever you want to.
Yeah, I was just typing something similar, but God knows I'm long-winded.
I can't type that far. I get lost. I'm like la la la. I mean, did you see my intro? My intro totally went wacky.
That's okay.
It was good.
Hey,
Oh,
there's Echo.
Echo. Yeah. Good to see you there, brother man. Oh, did you like my aura? You like that aura? Isn't that a cool
I
aura?
did. I love you. You always got the best effects.
Oh, I try to have effects,
Oh,
man.
you ought to seen Cedric. He went nuts over the rift.
Did he? You showed
Oh
him the
yeah.
rift?
Yeah, I did. He was freaking out over it. I said, use this when you do your demo. I
Where's-
said I did. It was a great hit when Velendar gave it to me. I said, and the first thing I taught him was how to do the claw, just like you taught me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that stuff's great. Cedric is an undead centaur.
Yeah. Yep. I
Oh,
raised
that
him up.
is great.
I raised him up. He'd been learning from me, and I raised him up as an undead because he was killed top half of him blown off by a dragon or something.
Oh, awesome. That's a good RP form. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's pretty nasty. I had never seen anybody do it.
No, no, you don't see that at all. The top half was blown off. I love it. Hey, have you seen what's his name? My mummy recently. Has he come back around?
The mum. I don't remember.
Rillet. Have you seen Rillet?
No,
Well, he was kind of banned for a second time, so he's kind
Oh
of
boy.
kind of weird guy, but he's cool. It's just he tends to piss people off. We'll just say. But look, I am completely honest. I like the guy. I helped him out when he didn't have any money. I got him a nice skin, and after everything, I sent him off to Malice's realm. I don't know if that ever turned out. Apparently not, because he's an undead drow, and drow hate undead drow. They do not like them at all. It's true. They don't. They can't
Well, I don't
stand
think
them.
anybody really likes the undead except for us. I
Yeah.
can't understand that.
I don't know why either. I just love the idea of their skin being rotten and draining life from everyone around them. What's that? Happy to answer questions to someone who has them. Okay. Yes, yes. He is an extension of our voices. Please use meow. Please use meow. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Live! Tonight, Goblin King has a brain fart. Anyways, please use meow. There we go. That's all I'm going to put. There we go. Great resource. Ah! I knew that was the word I was looking for. A resource. Bum-bum-ch.
Let's see. I want to put this out and have been asked by go.
Well, we've worked on a good hour of this here. I've got well over an hour worth of footage, even with my tiny little break I took. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here. And thank you, Lucian, for joining us. Hopefully this didn't get not recorded. I think it does record internal stuff too, which
We'll see.
we'll see. Well, we'll definitely
Either way, it was
see.
nice talking to you.
Yeah, and hey, even if it's one-sided, I'll be like, hey guys, this is Lucian, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, silence, nothing. Anyways, guys, hey, look, thanks a lot for listening to our garble babble and blah, blah, blah. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And Lucian, I'm going to look at you real quick on the on my camera. There he is. Ain't he a dapper young gent? He's just
Yeah.
ready to blow
For
somebody
now, wait
away.
till you see what's coming up.
Oh yes, everybody loves that. And of course, I'm in the background. We got Caitlin sitting here, isn't she pretty? And then there's Gemini. I'm not really sure who Gemini is, but that's okay.
Gemini's coming from Freya's land. She asked us to teach her in the
Oh,
class, and I got to check on Eco and make sure it's okay to
I'm sure it
add her
will
to the
be.
Mage Guild without her being in anything over here.
I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm just waiting for a response from him. No problem.
We got Meow over here, and we've got Spica, good old Drow Spica. One of my, hello, this is Spica. How are you? That's my voice for Spica. Isn't that great? Hello. Where's Spica? I'll read something he put on there. Thanks for the class, Lucian. Nice magic display, Valendar. Hee hee. I love doing it. I don't know how much he's going to like it or not, but who cares? I think it's great. You still there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Anyways, take care, everyone. Glad to have you.
Fantastic. That was a lot of fun.
Hope to see you soon. And then the last part, remember. Let's put a smile on that face. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody. Goblin King signing out here with all my
Me
buddies.
too, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have fun. And
Lucian.
Dark Paths.
All right. Dark Pass, buddy. Bye. Greetings again, everyone. This is the Goblin King. I want to take this moment to thank everybody for coming to class. I want to thank Lucian for doing such a great job on class. Hi, puppy. How are you, puppy? Anyways, he did such a great job on class, and I really enjoyed it tonight, and I hope you all who watch these videos enjoyed as well. And maybe next time you might be able to come. If not, no big deal. We're going to make these classes available to anyone who wants to watch them. It's a lot of commentary, a lot of garbage that's just kind of spewed, but a lot of important information involving role-playing. Excuse me. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had a good time tonight, and take care. This has been the Mage Guild class, weekly class in Toru in Second Life. Have fun, everybody. The Lich Goblin King is now saying bye-bye. Let's put a smile on that face. I love it.